Just as the sun has risen, Ian Snyder is beginning another day at work.
Y'all come on. Come on.
Ian's most valued co-workers are two highly trained draft horses.
This is Frank and this is Trey.
They're half-brothers. They have the same father.
Ian is the creator and manager of Mountain Works Sustainable Incorporated, a development firm located in Boone, North Carolina. Mountain Works is an organization devoted to promoting and facilitating sustainable development in mountain communities like the one it is based in.
Sustainable development meaning addressing the needs of current generations without compromising the needs of future ones in regards to resource management and food production, energy consumption, etc.
Because of its interdisciplinary nature, Mountain Works is involved in a broad range of micro-enterprises throughout the community.
We also are involved with sustainable and organically produced agriculture. So we farm with the horses as well. Just plowed the other day. My wife drove the horses and I did the plowing, and we plowed up our potato patch. So that's pretty popular right now, local food and that sort of thing. And the horses lend a unique story behind that as well. This was all farmed with draft horses.
Currently, Mountain Works' main practice is restorative forestry, a unique type of logging that promotes the overall health of a forest rather than destroying it. Ian accomplishes this by removing trees that are unfavorable to the forest's well-being.
Trees that we consider to be sort of inferior, in other words, susceptible to damage and that sort of stuff in the future, and not necessarily the healthiest or prone to disease. We try to breed better trees, which is sort of the exact opposite of the majority of forestry in this country. It's sort of been to either cut it all, clear cut it, right? Or the process of high grading, which is where they do selective timbering, but they go in and they remove the best trees. Then what's left is sort of a scraggly little shadow of what was there before.
Restorative forestry is far more complex than traditional logging. Ian's first task is to determine what trees should come down to maintain the general health of the forest.
The majority of the thing that I do when I go in the woods and work and horse log and log with my horses and that sort of stuff is this.
Once the tree is chosen, it is felled in a manner that requires precise prediction of the tree's fall zone. Then the work begins.
Most of the time in the woods of our community, we try to have to be very accurate with how we put down the trees that we decide should come out for the overall health of the forest. And so doing that means you have to be very precise. And you have to thread the needle. This tree has to go between that tree and the other tree, and it can't hit those other trees, or what we're doing is damaging, right, and not better. And so it requires a lot of skill and a lot of practice.
Frank and Trey play an important role in this aspect of Mountain Works as well.
We use draft horses for a number of reasons. We know that they are less impactful on the land if used properly. They're also a small, tight, compact, power source that we can sort of be very surgical in how we move around in the woods and not damage the residual. And they walk with spot compaction, 1 foot at a time, and they're not continuously tracking like the tire of a skidder or the track of a bulldozer. So you get less channelization on the topsoil, which creates less erosion, more percolation, and so spot compaction, pedal power, right, is their big advantage as far as impact in the woods.
The wood that is harvested from the forest also goes toward the local community.
We're evolving now because of what we're producing with draftwood forest products, like sort of a green, local, small-scale improvement-based wood product, to be able to offer that to our construction partners. We process the material in the community with local small family sawmills and wood shops.
This lengthy process not only yields fine draftwood products, but a balanced ecosystem that will withstand the test of time. Ian found inspiration to pursue these practices from his time in another mountain community half the world away. In a northern region of India known as Nanda Devi, Ian developed a friendship with the Bhotia, the mountain-dwelling natives who are a living example of sustainable practice.
It's an alpine ecosystem. Amazing amounts of rare plants and as well as animals in the area.
In the 1970s, the Bhotia underwent a struggle with the Indian government, which continues today, to maintain control of their indigenous lands.
The government sponsored logging contractors to go into virgin forest in the Himalayas in this part of India and lay claim to timber these what were in effect village lands.
The Bhotia people reacted to this encroachment in a way that would make not only the Indian government, but the entire world take notice. They began a non-violent movement that would later be known as Chipko, a word which literally means hug to the Bhotia. This is exactly how their protest was executed. The Bhotia hugged their trees as though for dear life.
That's where the term tree hugger came from. And so it was a successful thing at that point and sort of spread all over the country of India. And as it got into the Western press, tree huggers save Himalayan forest.
Ian accredits the Bhotia's ability to sustainably live within their environment to his own inspiration to found Mountain Works.
So that experience in the Nanda Devi region really solidified our drive to see these kind of justices be enacted here at home as well.
The Bhotia's ability to live within their means is a practice which might seem difficult to transfer to our own lives, but Ian believes it to be wholly possible.
So this isn't about trying to go to the past, it's about trying to take what was best of the past and move forward.
As Mountain Works continues to expand the services it offers to its community, it strives to bring a sustainable lifestyle to the high country. Their mission is simple:
to realize a participatory and sustainable livelihood for all mountain communities derived directly from their local environment.
The guiding principle behind Mountain Works is found in everyone who acts upon the realization that they are directly connected to their environment and its resources.
The point is that there's a very big world out there that we are a part of.
God has given us years of happiness here. Now we must part. And as the angels come